Hey, good morning. Today is the 22nd of July, 2019, and this is an update for the Sound the Alarm Brigade. This is going to be what I call an open update. I'm going to make a link to it available for anybody that wants to see what's going on with our organization. First thing I want to talk about is something that has really, it upsets me personally. Uh, because I get comments on Facebook and sometimes phone call or even just in conversation. People say, well, boy, you must be getting rich off of that thing. Well, we've been operating for a year and a half now, and the only money that has been used for personal reasons, which weren't personal reasons, out of the funds for a year and a half, is I think I used $46 to pay for gas for a trip to Washington D.C. and back, in which during that trip I was able to speak to about 15 leaders from different conservative organizations from across the country and introduce them to what we were doing. So if that's getting rich off of what I'm doing with STAB, then I can do without getting rich, let me tell you that. Um, okay, I'm going to do it. I just felt prompted to go ahead and spend a minute or two talking about what my and our financial situation for STAB is. Now, personally, my wife and I, we live totally off of Social Security. I never stuck with one job long enough. The job I had the longest was probably in the military, 12 years. Outside of that, I've had construction jobs with various companies, etc., all different kinds of stuff. But the thing is, we live totally off of Social Security. Now, we were blessed in that when we finally bought a house to live in, we were able to pay cash for it. We had $8 left in the bank on the day we closed the deal, but we live in a home with no mortgage, so we have our bills for our utilities and car expenses and food and all that kind of stuff. But we're not wealthy by any means. We are basically comfortable, and we're happy with that. Now, as far as STAB goes, I just looked at the bank account for the year and a half we've been in existence, and we have operated for less than $2,300 for a year and a half. And this is counting paying for domain names and web space, web space for our websites and for our MailChimp handling of our emails that go out, these updates and things, and for our meeting agenda, our meeting platform in Google Hangouts, etc. So all of those out there that are thinking that I'm living a life of luxury because I'm donating and putting in, 40 to 80 hours a week promoting and trying to get fellow patriots to stand with us so we can actually get something done. Uh, if you still think that, go ahead and just please leave the organization. I don't even need your support. And those of you who've been using that as an excuse not to sign up with the organization, I ask you to reconsider what's more important to you, the future of your country and your children's future, or some thought you may have in your head about how rich I'm getting. Uh, Maybe I'll make you angry enough to sign up, be one of us, so we'll have a louder voice when I speak to politicians and news media and stuff. Without the numbers, nobody listens to us. With the numbers, we'll have a voice. Okay, enough said about that. Uh, Today is Monday. Tomorrow evening is our weekly leadership meeting. At last week's leadership meeting, we made a decision that we are actually going to step out into an activity, into a action, whatever you want to call it, and we're going to be discussing that and making plans for that at tomorrow night's leadership meeting. I encourage all of you who have indicated you'd be interested in helping with planning or hold a leadership position, be looking in your inbox for the reminder and the link. I send a reminder out during the day on Tuesday that we'll have a meeting on Tuesday night, and Tuesday evening, about 15 minutes before 9 o'clock Eastern Time, I send out a link to the Google Hangout for our meeting. So I would encourage you to be there so that you can be a part of this planning and the execution of this new adventure that we're going to be moving into. Outside of that, just want to say, well, let me add one more thing to the financial end of it. You know, we actually have 2 people that donate monthly. That's great. And believe me, I do appreciate it because those 2 donations almost cover our monthly expenses for our MailChimp and our uh, Google Hangout thing. Those 2 amounts are, one gives $5 a month and one gives $25 a month. We do have one other that gives $1 a month, but you know it comes in $12 once a year. Uh, all the other donations that have come to us have been one-time gifts, which is fine because we depend on the Holy Spirit to handle the timing of when our finances come in. It's worked so far, and it's going to keep working. Just remind all of those that, and there's hundreds of you that have indicated you might be willing to make a donation now and then when you signed up. Be alert so when the Spirit gives you that instructions to give, please do. Okay, well, looking forward to seeing those of you that are interested in helping us plan and work in a leadership position with us on the phone call tomorrow night. Those of you who are not receiving the reminder emails about the leadership meeting on Tuesday night, if you would like to receive those notifications so you can take a part in the leadership meetings, please respond or reply to this email and ask me to put you on the leadership list, and that way you'll get the notification. Oh, by the way, once again, I remind everyone, do not just forward this email that gives you the link for this update. Do not forward this email to anyone, because if they get upset or if they don't like the fact that you forwarded the email to them or something, and they go down to the bottom and they unsubscribe, they're not unsubscribing themselves because they're not subscribed. You're forwarding it to them. They unsubscribe you if they do that. So please do not forward this email. If you want to forward some information from it, simply copy what you want to forward and then put that in a fresh email from you to whoever you're going to send it to. This is a little longer than normal, but that's okay. I want each of y'all to have a great day, and let's let the Holy Spirit and God and our efforts, it's up to us. It's up to us to be obedient to what we're supposed to do. And if we're going to save this country, we can't do it, but we can't do it without God's leadership. So it's up to us to follow. Have a great day.